Ode to Man by Emma Hall is a 15-chapter performance highlighting Hall's experience with men. In her production, there are clear elements of post-dramatic theatre such as intermediality, hypermediacy, and process over product, as well as moments in the show where post-dramatic principles could be heightened to oppose the dramatic structure more. Hall's Ode to Man encompasses traits of post-dramatic theatre primarily through intermediality. Cannonbell 2008 defines intermediality as the correlation between different media that results in a redefinition of the media that are influencing each other, which in turn leads to a refreshed perception. So to speak, intermediality is the recognition of hypermediacy at work, as well as the correlation between the medias which are mutually influencing each other to create a transformed experience. In Hall's Ode to Man, this intermediality occurs in part due to the hypermediacy between Hall's character and the AV projector, and the experience this relationship creates. There were moments littered throughout the show where the audience could recognize both mediums at work individually and together as one. A key example was when Hall's character was describing a man she once dated. The AV projector had an image of a historic man on screen with no direct correlation to Hall's current speech. However, when Hall looks over at the AV and mentions a similarity in appearance, despite the height, the AV projector raises the image higher on screen as though to make the man taller. Thus, the experience goes from witnessing each media as its own form to then becoming one experience with many moving parts that don't corrupt each other but rather transform the individual experience. The use of the AV projector as a character is innovative and post-traumatic in itself, but it's the ability to recognize its relationship to Hall's character as well as their individual mediums simultaneously that makes the work post-traumatic. Post-traumatic theatre focuses more so on process rather than product, and in Ode to Man, the process is what aids the intermediality. For example, the interactions between Hall and the projection is not seamless. The audience watches the messiness of her pulling the blinds up and down and clumsily picking up frames for the AV to be screened on. The product is not vital to the piece, but the process is, as it aids the audience's experience of the relationship between the text and the media. Although there was these moments of process over product in the piece, it could have been extended further and incorporated more into chapters to aid intermediality as a key post-traumatic tool. Two correlating post-traumatic tools that could have been heightened to adhere to Luhmann's principle of post-traumatic theatre were form and structure. Director Prue Clark says Ode to Man can be classified as episodic structures based loosely around the experience of a heterosexual single white woman in her 30s. Although the structure of the performance works around the 15 chapters of Brechtian episodes, the piece is still somewhat linear, meaning the key chapters would have been lost if moved or shifted in order, as their content was based off previous text. That's not to say the piece follows a dramatic Aristotle structure, only that Brechtian qualities could have been enhanced more to make each chapter a standalone in the piece. In regards to form, most chapters had a conversational approach to the audience that broke the fourth wall. This results in a similarity between the chapters and a sense of repetitiveness. There is one chapter that stands out stylistically to the others, and it's very poetic with a stream of descriptive words flowing out of Hall's mouth. Clark states that this was a conscious effort made by Hall to push against the traditional forms of theatre. If she had heightened these stylistic forms in a few other scenes, then the production would have been pushing traditional forms of theatre even further, as the audience would not know what to expect next. One last element that was absent from the show and would have made it more post-dramatic was intersectionality. As stated before, the show explores the experience of being a white heterosexual woman. Intersectionality, defined by Kimberly Crenshaw, is the overlapping system of oppression and discrimination that women face based not just on gender, but ethnicity, sexuality, economic background, and a number of other taxes. Although the show is structured around the stories of Hall's life, and therefore representational of multiple minorities is absent, it is still important to note that exploration of intersectionality in theatre is a recent attribute to post-traumatic theatre. Overall, Ode to Man embraces new structures, forms, and key techniques such as intermediality, hypermediacy, and process over product that opposes the dramatic, while still having room to further explore these post-traumatic qualities.